This is the Songbird. So basically, I wrote some things on Facebook, some other media, my thoughts about how I felt about what's been going on with the media in the last 12 days, 11 days. My little sister called me last night. She sent me a video. She wanted me to watch it and tell her what I thought about it. I called her and she expressed how she felt about it. I told her how I felt about it. But see, I'm only making this video I figured if my little sister didn't read what I wrote, everybody, and I remember she told me she don't read a lot. If it is more than 3 sentences, my son told me the same thing. Some of us like to read numerous thousands of words, and some of us don't. Anyhow, so I'm doing this for my little sister and anyone who didn't read what I wrote about my thoughts on what's been going on with the horrific things, horrific, worse than this coronavirus. In a time right now when we're all trying to survive and live because of the coronavirus and other things, flus and whatever else has been going on for ages. That fight is hard enough. The immunity, never mind rights of human rights. And I say this again, not trying to be funny. It's not just black people. It's not just black people. I don't know what anyone else is seeing, but what I see for my whole life is more than just black people having problems with racial issues. That's just what I've been seeing. I don't know about anyone else. I'm not taking any sides or saying that anyone is more important than anyone else, because see, that would be me thinking like the racist person. If I was to say that only the black lives is what is all that there is to get in an uproar about, and because that's not true. There's been a lot of things. I really don't have time on my phone to repeat everything I've seen in the news in all of my life. But what I have seen is that some people are okay, I'm getting off the subject. The subject that I really wanted to make this recording about was the fact that regardless, I'm not going to say regardless, see, I'm trying to look for the right words, which is why it's taking too long. I know what's going on. I know what I feel. I feel what everybody else feels, I'm sure, without saying all the words, like I said, because I'm not trying to have any problems with my partnership with YouTube. Okay, so what I'm saying is, bottom line is, without getting in trouble again with the media, with words, politics. If I wasn't a part of this, I would say much more. And, I have been a very large part of protesting, not recently, not physically marching anymore, but just saying that to say that I have strong feelings which has guided me to protest many times for very good causes, important things, lives, jobs, food, health care, whatever. I have done my part, okay? OSHA, I have been labor, to see. I have done my part. And some things are secret that I really can't even. I just shut my mouth just now because I was secretly helping with things to make sure that everybody has equal rights, everyone. You know, like I said, for jobs, healthcare, and I'm going to be quiet a little bit on that now, okay, because I was told to keep it secret. But that's just to show, just saying that to show that I have a full-blown drive to help things be the way they should be, okay, since I was a little girl and I was not afraid. But right now, we're having this coronavirus going on, okay? And this is the real thing I want to say right now is this. One person can do something so horrific at a time like this when, you know, it's bad enough what the person did, but see, everybody needs to look at the other big picture. The other big picture is, how do you know the person didn't do something that bad so that everybody could come out and start gathering together in their march and their protesting, okay, which is what? A higher risk of how many people get infected, bunched up all together for their cause. Yes, that was real and important, but it's still, how many people? How many more graves do we have to dig? Because so many people were thrown off by their emotions because of this horrific thing that happened. Horror, you know, nightmare on my street, your street, our street, okay? Sometimes people do things, one person can do something and make thousands and millions of people act out, and that leads to what? Self-destruction sometimes, while you're fighting for changes, but at the same time, you know, as horrific as things can get, you still gotta think, right? You just can't have your emotions just taking everything over. And when you gotta think too, out of respect for the person that you're fighting for, or the cause that you're fighting for, did that person want you to all gather together to infect each other, to get infected, to dig a hole next to them? You know, you have to think before you act. You know, I've been the biggest protester, I'll tell you. Right now, I would love to rip something open, but yet still, you know, something takes a hold of me, and I always ask God to take me over, because if I let my emotions take over, and just me and my emotions, it just leads to, sometimes it leads to more harm before it does more good. Sometimes it seems to be making a change, but it's not. Sometimes you gotta fight for what you believe in, that is real, but you still gotta think about the long run and the big picture, which is that right now, remember that right now, no matter if they do something so horrible, they're really just trying to get you all together. There's just more people to get sick quicker. Like some people complain about not enough food, you know, in the world, not enough money. Depopulation looks good. Depopulation been in the menu forever. You know, I'm not saying that anybody shouldn't feel what they were feeling. I'm saying that you gotta look at the big picture. The big picture. I can say it because I have been that protester. I still am. But I'm in the house protesting. And look at the news. How many people are there in the house protesting? Big basketball stars, television icons, producers, actors, actresses. They are singers. They're speaking up but they're in where? In their kitchen, on the media. Where are they? They're speaking loud and clear, loud and clear, loud and clear from their computers, from their laptops, from their what? From their iPods, from their phones, from their kitchen, most of all, in their own kitchen, their own living rooms. That's where they are. Hello, hello, hello. Wake up, wake up, wake up. One person can make millions of people act out, and self-destruct. Hello. It's the wrong time. It's already done and was done. But I mean, even before that horrific thing happened, I was seeing, before the young man who was murdered by the policeman on the neck, I was seeing people at beaches, hundreds, thousands at a time. They were showing that on the news. And you gotta think, you were stir crazy. Everybody knows, oh, this fresh air, maybe we can't get sick. Yeah, and thousands and hundreds, you definitely gonna have some problems. And even I have blockers, but I'm not gonna be, I'm glad I'm agoraphobic. That helping me a lot, because that's saving my life more too, because you can't let what one person does take you all into hundreds and thousands inside of a group. They're going to be digging mass graves. Hello, look, they killing people, hurting people. Why? So that people can act up and they can hurt themselves by gathering together. So while everybody's upset about the horrific thing they're doing, but they're not looking at if they could do something that horrific, they would do it just on the thought of knowing that it will bring you all together to get sick together and dig the graves together. Peace, love, and light.